no one gave it, so I became it. They try to keep me in the shade, but I survived. Look at the light I made. I've walked through nights with no guide star, just taking steps and hidden scars. No hand to hold, no voice to lead, just shattered hope and quiet need. But even when the world stayed cold, I kept a spark I wouldn't fold. They tried to break what wouldn't fade, but they forgot the light I made. You don't need to see me glow to know I burned through every no. I built this warmth from every ache, from every bend I didn't break. This is the light I made alone, from silent nights and breaking bone, from tears that carved a brighter way, and dawns I drag out of the gray. No borrowed shine, no gifted flame, just me untamed and still unclaimed. You see me now, but can't replay the fight it took to make this day. They praised the sun, ignored my moon, but I kept glowing out of tune. A softer fire, steady rise that no one saw behind these eyes. They waited for me to give in, but I grew gardens deep within. Not from love the world displayed, but from the roots of light I made. You see the glow, not all the cost, the hope I held when all felt lost. But every dark I had to face taught me how to light this place. This is the light I made alone, from silent nights and breaking bone, from tears that carved a brighter way, and dawns I dragged out of the gray. No borrowed shine, no gifted flame, just me untamed and still unclaimed. You see me now, but can't replay the fight it took to make this day. So don't mistake this gentle fire. It burned through grief, climbed every wire. I didn't wait for stars to save, I lit my path, I chose to brave. This is the light I made alone. It comes from truths I've always known. It shines through cracks, through loss, through strain. It's not for show, it's born of pain. No crown required, no need for fame, just this bright soul that speaks my name. I've earned this peace, I've earned this flame. This is my light, and I remain. So if you wonder how I shine, it's mine. The light was always mine.
I bent, I cracked, but didn't fade, and now I don't break the same. What used to break me can't touch me anymore.
There was a time I'd fall apart at every word that missed my heart. A single glance, a careless tone could turn my soul into a stone. I used to cry behind closed doors, hid all the hurt beneath the floor. But every fracture made me wise. Now I don't fold beneath their eyes. I gave too much to be believed. Let wounds decide what I should grieve. But now I wear my history like armor forged in clarity. I don't break anymore. but it was built from climbing off of nights I barely made it through. I stood when no one asked me to. You closed the book, but I kept writing. You walked away and called it done, but I'm still here, still rising with the sun. You said goodbye like it was fate, like I was just a twist of hate. Another chapter you outgrew, but I was never in for you. You dropped the pen and left it cold. Thought silence meant your story told, but I kept speaking past the page. My voice too bright for your small cage. Thought I'd stay beneath your clothes, a final breath beneath your prose, but hearts like mine don't fade in shame. I burn too wild to wear your name. I'm not your ending, not your fall, not your regret, not your last call. You don't get to write my fate, then disappear behind the gate. I built new lines, I've set new skies. I'm more than how you said goodbye. This isn't lost, this is beginning. I am not. You used my love like ink and quill and tossed the page when you'd had your fill, but I kept writing through the night with bleeding hands that turned to light. You made me doubt, made me erase all that I was to fit your space, but now I found my truest frame, a story where you hold no claim. You stamped me out like I was small, but I'm still here. I braved it all, and every word you left unsaid, I turned to fire instead. I'm not your ending, not your fall, not your regret, not your last call. You don't get to write my fate, then disappear behind the gate. I built new lines, I've set new skies. I'm more than how you said goodbye. This isn't lost, this is beginning. I am not. So keep your closure, keep your script. I've torn the seams, I've let it rip. This page is mine, this heart is too. I'm not the silence after you. I'm not your ending, not your fate, not what you lost, not what you made. You turned away, but I turned strong and kept on singing my own song. I'm not the wreck, I'm not the shame. I walk through fire and speak my name. You had your say, now I begin. This life is mine, not your ending. You closed your chapter, but I've just begun. I am not your ending. They left me ruins. I built a kingdom. Don't feel sorry for the fall. I made a throne from losing it all. They said I'd vanish when I broke, that I was done beneath the smoke. But pain became the stone I laid, and every scar step I made. They saw the ashes miss the rise, but I was building past their lies. What they destroyed I turned to gold, a story fierce, a crown untold. I didn't wait for hands to save, I carved my way from every grave. Where they saw lost, I planted seeds and rose with fire in my teeth. I built thrones from dust and flame. From every loss I claim my name. They tried to bury what I own, but dust is where real roots are grown. I rose through storms, not born from trust. I shaped my power out of dust. No one crowned me, still I reign, a queen of ash, unbound by pain. You watched me break and called it end, but that's when I began to bend. Not to the world, but towards the light that only shows in deepest night. I gathered every shattered piece and made a castle built from grief. Not out of pride, but grit and grace, a legacy they can't erase. The ground they thought would swallow me became the start of victory. Each ruin stood where I would stand, a kingdom rising from my hands. I built thrones from dust and flame. From every loss I claim my name. They tried to bury what I own, but dust is where real roots are grown. I rose through storms, not born from trust. I shaped my power out of dust. No one crowned me, still I reign, a queen of ash, unbound by pain. Don't pity what I had to face. The fire gave my strength its place. I didn't fall, I rearranged and turned defeat into my change. I built thrones from dust and flame. Where others bowed, I stood untamed. I wear no jewels, no silver rings, just quiet rage and softer wings. No prophecy, no royal blood, just every step I took through mud. You see a crown, I see the crust of all I rose from, all the dust. So write your tales of kings betrayed, but on the throne that dust remained. They thought the silence meant surrender, but it was where I learned to thunder. There's more than pain beneath the still, a voice that rises calm but real. They spoke so loud I shrank away. My truth got lost in what they'd say, but in the quiet I found grace, a steady heart, a safer place. They missed the fire in my eyes, confused my peace for compromise. But every word I didn't speak built walls of stone around the weak. I wasn't broken, I was deep, while they mistook my calm for sleep. But I was rising through the hush, a silent force, a hidden rush. Beneath the silence I became more than fear, more than shame. A voice was born inside the hush. atmosphere was me becoming crystal clear. Beneath the silence I became more than fear, more than shame. A voice was born inside the hush, a diamond formed from pressure's crush. I don't need noise to prove I'm strong. I've been fierce and quiet all along. You called me small, but now you'll see beneath the silence was always me. So don't mistake this quiet tone. I speak like mountains carved from stone. My calm is power, not retreat. A storm that marches on soft feet. Beneath the silence I remain, unshaken by the world's refrain. I rise in stillness, proud and wise, with fire hidden in my eyes. I've made peace with every scar, a voice reborn in who you are. I never left, I came to be. Beneath the silence was always me. So let them shout, let chaos ring, but silence made me everything. I walked the halls of yesterday, but found no place with my own name. The past can call, but I won't stay. His story isn't home today. I used to sleep beneath its roof, wore guilt like walls, was silent smooth. I memorized its haunted floor, but always longed for something more. Each photograph a faded lie, each echo taught me not to try. But ashes can't define my flame, and I refuse to play that game. I've outgrown stories built from pain. They kept me still, they kept me plain, but I'm not theirs and they're not me. I'm writing my own legacy. 'Cause history isn't home for me. It held me down too quietly. I'm not the echo of that place. I'm chasing skies, not old embrace. Let them keep their rusted throne. I'm paving roads they've never known, not the past they tried to own. History isn't home. I walk through doors they closed with fear, but found my voice in every ear. They spoke in rules, I answered wild, no longer someone's silent child. They told me stay, they told me wait, but I broke free, not tied to fate. Now every step becomes my claim, to build a world that speaks my name. No more shrinking to fit frames, no more ties to borrowed shame. I am not what they recall. I've outlived the rise and fall. 'Cause history isn't home for me. It held me down too quietly. I'm not the echo of that place. I'm chasing skies, not old embrace. Let them keep their rusted throne. I'm paving roads they've never known. I'm not the past they tried to own. History isn't home. I honor where I've come from, yes, but I don't live inside regrets. I thank the pain, but I don't stay. This heart was built to lead the way. 'Cause history isn't home for me. It wrote the start, not destiny. feel afraid. If you can't stand how bright I shine, then step aside, this blaze is mine. I am the flame, not just the light, born of chaos, made from fight. Don't need your match, don't need your name. I rise in heat, I play no game. You see the glow, I see the fire, a soul that climbs, that won't expire. You held me once, but not again. I burn the script. I am the flame. I used to beg to be believed, but now I blaze where I was grieved. You watched me spark and turned away, but look, I'm wildfire now today. You can't define what won't be tamed. I'm not your echo, not your blame. I don't fit in your fragile frame. I'm not a flicker, I am the flame. You loved me small, you loved me tame, but I grew fierce and claimed my name. You want control, I want the sky, so let me burn and let me fly. I am the flame, not just the light, born of chaos, made from fight. Don't need your match, don't need your name. I rise in heat, I play no game. You see the glow, I see the fire, a soul that climbs, that won't expire. You held me once, but not again. I burn the script. I am the flame. Don't come close if you fear heat. I burn with love, but not defeat. This fire speaks in every breath, a dance of life defying death. I am the flame, not what remains, not born for silence or your chains. I'll never ask to be made small. I rise, I roar, I take it all. You try to hold me with a name, but names burn out. I am the flame. So watch me blaze, don't look away. I'm not your fire to control. I am the flame. Burn me down, I'll rise the flame. The fire came, but I remained. Ashes didn't kill me, they wrote my name. I stood alone in smoke and flame, while all I loved forgot my name. The world went quiet, turned away, but still I rose at break of day. I lost the ground beneath my feet, but found new rhythm in the heat. What once destroyed became my spark. I lit my soul inside the dark. the fire, but all it did was take me higher. You fear the heat, I made it home. The blaze became my stepping stone. Ashes wrote my name in gold, etching fire, proud and bold. I walk through storms and wear the rain, but never bow to smoke or pain. The past may burn, but I remain alive, reborn, no longer tamed. You'll never speak of me the same. Ashes didn't break me, ashes wrote my name. So let it burn, let it proclaim, I'm still here. Ashes wrote my name.
I wore your silence like a cage, but now I'm stepping off that stage. You called it love, but it was fear. A whispered rule in every tear. You drew the line, said stay inside, but I was never meant to hide. Your words were weights I used to bear, disguised as care, but never fair. But now the wind is in my chest, and I've outgrown your quiet tests. I'm done with shrinking just to stay, done folding light to keep you safe. What broke me then now makes me rise. I found the truth behind your No more chains around my name. No more guilt I have to claim. I've burned
was silence like a second skin. Let them carve where I had been, but pain it taught me how to sing. And now I rise with broken wings. They saw the cracks, said I was weak, called me lost, called me bleak. But every tear a hidden spark, a light that danced inside the dark. They built a cage with every word, but still my soul refused to serve. Each scar a map, each bruise a flame. I flew beyond the fear and shame. They thought I'd fall, thought I would drown, but I was learning how to own the ground. With every wound they tried to hide, I found my wings and learned to fly. 'Cause scars are wings when you survive. Every mark means you're alive. I wear the pain like victory rings. I was broken, now I sing. You tried to cut, you tried to bind, but I found freedom in my mind. I don't hide what healing brings. These scars are wings. You can't erase what I became. I rose from ash, I shed your name. I learned to breathe through every flame.